Garfield is one of the world's most famous cartoon cats. He's lazy, orange, loves lasagna, and hates Mondays. He was created by cartoonist Jim Davis in 1978 and very quickly became a star in newspapers around the world. But Garfield didn't just stay in the comics. In the years that followed, he appeared in animated TV specials, full cartoon series, commercials, and even Hollywood movies. From 1980 to 2024, Garfield's style and voice changed many times, but his lazy, sarcastic personality stayed the same. Today, we're going to look at how Garfield has changed in movies and TV over more than 40 years. And if you like Garfield or classic cartoons, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Garfield's first time on screen was in 1980. He appeared in a special called The Fantastic Funnies, a show that featured different comic strip characters. In this special, Garfield was voiced by Scott Beach. It was a short appearance, and Garfield didn't have much personality yet. But it was the beginning of his journey in animation. In 1982, Garfield returned in his first real TV special, Here Comes Garfield. This was the first time he was voiced by Lorenzo Music, the voice that most fans remember. He gave Garfield a sleepy, smooth, and sarcastic tone. In the story, Odie is taken to the dog pound, and Garfield goes to rescue him. It was a fun mix of humor and heart, and it showed us that Garfield, even though he's grumpy, really cares about his friends. Garfield became a TV star in the 1980s with many more TV specials. In 1983, Garfield on the Town showed Garfield getting lost in the city. He meets his long-lost mother and other cats from his past. In 1984, Garfield in the Rough took Garfield, Odie, and John on a camping trip. Garfield hated the outdoors, and things got worse when a dangerous panther escaped from the zoo. In 1985, Garfield's Halloween Adventure was released. Garfield and Odie dressed as pirates and found a haunted house filled with ghost pirates. It was spooky but fun. In 1986, Garfield in Paradise showed Garfield and Friends on a tropical island. They met a princess and even saved a village from a volcano. In 1987, Garfield Goes Hollywood was released. Garfield and Odie entered a pet talent show, hoping to win money and become stars. Later in 1987, a Garfield Christmas aired on TV. In this special, Garfield visits John's family on the farm for Christmas. At first, he acts like he doesn't care, but by the end, he learns the true meaning of family and giving. This is still one of Garfield's most loved TV specials. In 1988, Garfield got his own cartoon series called Garfield and Friends. This show ran for 7 seasons, ending in 1994. The show had 2 parts, one about Garfield, John, and Odie, and another about a group of farm animals, including Orson the pig and Wade the duck. Garfield was still voiced by Lorenzo Music, and his sarcastic jokes made the show popular with both kids and adults. Many fans from the 80s and 90s remember this series as the classic Garfield. Even during the Garfield and Friends years, more TV specials were made. In 1988, Garfield's 9 Lives explored Garfield's different lives, from a prehistoric cave cat to a space traveler. Also in 1988, Happy Birthday, Garfield celebrated his 10th anniversary with funny clips and songs. In 1989, Garfield's Babes and Bullets turned Garfield into a detective solving a mystery. Also in 1989, Garfield's Thanksgiving showed Garfield dealing with a big problem. Liz the vet puts him on a diet right before Thanksgiving. In 1990, Garfield's Feline Fantasies had Garfield imagining himself as a secret agent on a crazy mission with Odie. In 1991, Garfield Gets a Life showed John and Garfield feeling bored. They tried dating and dancing to make their lives more exciting. In 1990, Garfield joined other cartoon characters in Cartoon All-Stars to the rescue. They came together to teach kids about the dangers of drugs. It was a rare moment where Garfield had a serious message. Also in 1991, Garfield appeared in a commercial for Alpo dog food. In this ad, he was voiced by Tom Smothers instead of Lorenzo Music. It was funny to see a cat advertising dog food classic Garfield style. After a break from TV, Garfield returned to the spotlight in 2004 with Garfield, the movie. This was a live-action and CGI mix. Garfield was voiced by Bill Murray. In the movie, John gets a new pet, Odie, and Garfield becomes jealous. But when Odie is kidnapped, Garfield goes on a mission to rescue him. The animation style was very different, but Garfield still had his lazy attitude and clever jokes. In 2006, Garfield came back in a sequel called Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties. John and Garfield travel to England, and Garfield accidentally switches places with a royal cat who looks exactly like him. Garfield gets to live like royalty, but of course, things go wrong. In 2007, Garfield starred in Garfield Gets Real. He decides to leave the comic strip world and live in the real world, but he soon learns that real life isn't as easy as cartoons. In 2008, Garfield's Fun Fest showed Garfield entering a talent show. But this time, a new cat named Ramon might beat him. In 2009, Garfield's pet force turned Garfield into a superhero. He didn't want to fight, but when danger comes to his world, Garfield steps up. These movies were made for younger kids, but they still kept Garfield's classic humor. In 2009, The Garfield Show began. This new CGI series ran until 2016. This time, Garfield actually talks out loud, not just in his thoughts, but only animals can understand him. The show introduced new characters like Vito, an Italian chef, and Harry, a stray cat who sometimes helps and sometimes causes trouble. This show introduced Garfield to a new generation of fans. Between 2010 and 2020, Garfield appeared in other shows and parodies. In Robot Chicken, he had a funny courtroom fight with Heathcliff. In Mad, he showed up in silly short jokes. In The Simpsons, Garfield appeared in a joke where lasagna was hiding a bomb. In 2019, Garfield appeared as a villain called Lasagna Ocelot in a parody called The Blue Shell Incident. He tried to attack Luigi but accidentally hit Mario instead. In 2020, a new show called Garfield Originals came out. These were short cartoons made in France. There was no speaking, just music, sound effects, and funny action. They were quick and fun, and they showed Garfield in silly adventures with Odie and John. Finally, in 2024, the Garfield movie was released. This time, Garfield was voiced by Chris Pratt. The story follows Garfield as he meets his long-lost father, Vic, a street-smart cat. Garfield and Odie get pulled into a crazy heist with Vic, far away from their comfortable home. The animation is modern and colorful, and the movie introduces Garfield to today's audience in a big way. From 1980 to 2024, Garfield has been in dozens of cartoons, movies, and specials. His voice, animation, and style have changed, but Garfield himself has always stayed the same: lazy, clever, and funny. Whether you remember him from the old TV specials, the Garfield and Friends show, or the newest movie, Garfield has something for everyone. Thanks for watching this journey through Garfield's evolution. If you enjoyed it, give this video a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more cartoon history and fun characters. And remember, Garfield may hate Mondays, but we'll always love Garfield.